Good, thank you.
Great, brother. Dude, your background's awesome. I love the posters.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, it was my wife's idea. She's like, you need to spruce up your background. I was like, all right, fine, I will. So,
Sick. I
Also,
love.
majestic beard. Let's
thank
go.
you.
Oh, you got a bodies. Oh, I'm looking at the movie posters back there. These are
Yep.
so.
Yeah, it's like a selection of different ones. You know what I mean? Like you got to have variety. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Let's see here. Virginia, first to you. What attracted you to the role of Abby?
Well, when I first read the script, it was Untitled Roger Kumble Project. So I didn't know it was based on a book. I had no clue that there was any of that backstory there. I really was just drawn to the script in general because it was so funny. And I really hadn't seen many films in the YA kind of romance space that were so funny and comedic and felt like a real relationship. And Abby was strong and really held her own as a woman, which I really appreciated and thought is a great message for women too. So those were the kind of the things that really jumped off the page to me immediately.
Dylan, to you, when you play a role of someone, the story is based on a book. Do you take from anything that you read in the book for Travis to bring to your role?
Honestly, I know it sounds counterintuitive, but I try not to read the book until at a later date. Only because I find that like when you read a book, it informs your own bias of the character. And I think what's actually more helpful to do is read fan reactions of how they think the character is, because it's a very mixed and diverse understanding of what the character is and how you can gather from that. So I find that to be more helpful personally. And that's what I did. So.
Right back to you. Obviously, with Travis being an underground fighter, what kind of training did you do to prepare for the part? And did you suffer any injuries?
Certainly did more training than I'm generally comfortable with. I'm a little bit of an introvert. I like to sit at home and play video games and relax on the couch. I bet. So I'm definitely more of I'm like a big cat. So this was something I was definitely unused to. We did about 4 hours of training a day, and I'm thankful to say that I worked with some of the best trainers, both in stunts and bodybuilding and training in general. And so that was pretty intense. The food was actually the hardest part, though. It's because to gain muscle, you need to eat so much more than you're used to. And I'm a big eater in general. I love eating, but it's all food that has no flavor. So you're eating like 10 fillets of fish with a big bowl of broccoli and a big bowl of brown rice with no salt and pepper. And the only injury that I really suffered on set was I was moving too slow in the coordination of this one choreography, and I got clocked right upon the head. I got my bell rung hard during this one cage fight scene in the middle of the movie. So that was probably the hardest I've ever been punched in my adulthood.
All right, so this could be for either one of you. There's a moment where Abby and Travis kiss, but shortly after, Abby throws up on Travis. Do either of you have an embarrassing story like this or something that happened to you?
Well, I'm not really a puker in general. I hate vomit so much, but I did have one too many one night, and I postmated $90 worth of McDonald's to my house.
That lands. Yeah, that
I
lands.
don't know how I spent $90 on McDonald's for just myself, but I felt like I needed that much food at the time. And I unfortunately threw up on the doorstep upon arriving at my house. Went promptly to bed. My fiance was left to clean up my mess, and then $90 of McDonald's just shows up as he's cleaning up. And he's like, the delivery guy's bringing him a bag this big of McDonald's, and Jed's just outside like, what is
what's going on?
Jesus, like, what's happening?
That's amazing. I'm sorry you have good taste.
Yeah, sorry, I'm a good time.
Right? Yeah, sorry, I ordered 90. I threw it all up. I need to eat now. You know what I mean? Like, I'm hungry.
But I was a hungry girl.
You have McDonald's for days. Sorry, that's a win in my book.
Oh, man.